So guys, we are just going to jump right into it. I'm going to start off using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I'm just going to use this to brush my hairs in place. It makes it a lot easier when I'm filling my brows. I'll just brush my hair in place, and then it also keeps my brows matte. So I'll be using the Beauty line by Didi eyebrow pencil. I really like this eyebrow pencil. So I'll start off by tracing the bottom part of my brows. Now guys, when you're doing this, the key and most important thing to note is that you have to be light-handed. So try as much as possible to not go hard on it so it doesn't come out looking too dark. So light strokes. I'll first of all trace the bottom part, get the shape I want. Now I'm following the shape of my brows. Whatever shape works for you, whatever shape you're trying to achieve, you have to trace it out. You have to outline it first. So I'll outline the bottom part, and then I'll outline the top part. That is the easiest way to get your brows done. That's the easiest way to fill in your brows. You outline the bottom part, outline the top part, get the shape you want first, then you start filling in. So you start to fill in the brows with light strokes. Now I like to fill in the brows in the head, the same direction the hair grows in. So I'll use light strokes. I usually start off at the tail end because that's the scantiest part of my brows. So I fill in the tail end of the brows, and then with light strokes I fill in the beginning part as well. Around the middle of my brows I have a lot of hairs there, so I'm very light-handed there, and most times I just fill that in if there's any space there, I just fill that in scarcely, very lightly. And as I do that, I also make sure I brush the hairs upwards. So I just make sure I fill in any gap or any place that looks like a scanty. I just fill that in, and that's about it, really. This is the easiest way to get your brows done. So most times I just take a step back and look to see if there's anywhere I still have to fill in, and that's it, guys. That's very simple. So the most important thing to note, like I said earlier, is to make sure you're very light-handed with your pencil. You don't want it to be too dark. You want it to look as natural as possible. And at the beginning part, I am extra careful there because we don't want it to have that box shape. So we want it to be very light. And then I keep filling in the same direction the hair grows. And another important thing to note is always brush it. So as I fill, I brush. That's very important. As I fill in the space, I brush. As I fill in any scanty area, I make sure I brush. This softens the lines of the pencil so that the pencil doesn't look so harsh or so dark. It sort of depends on how you like your brows. I like my brows to look very natural, so I'm very light-handed with it. So that's about it, guys. It's very simple to do. Now the next thing I'll do is to go in with a concealer. Now because I'm trying to groom my hair, I'm trying not to take out any hairs. I'm trying to groom it because I want them fuller. I'm going in with the concealer that's the same shade, that's almost the same shade as my foundation, and I'll go in with this flat concealer brush. I prefer this to the angled brush, but do whatever works for you. I prefer this to the angled brush, and I'm going to take very little concealer and just clean up the bottom part of the lash. So of the brows rather. Silly mistake, of the brows. So I start off by I usually like to start at the middle. I'll clean it out. I'll just do like a straight line with the concealer, and then I start to blend it downwards to my eyelid. So I do that. I usually like to start at the middle. And then when it comes to the beginning area, I'm usually very light-handed with that as well. I don't like to use a lot of concealer in the beginning of my brows. So I start to blend it out downwards towards my lid, because most times this concealer usually acts as my primer for my eye makeup. So I start off very lightly, And then I take in this blending brush. It's I can't remember where I got this brush from. So I take this blending brush and I pick up a little bit of that concealer, just very little of that concealer, and blend everything out, because we don't like to see lines. You know me and my makeup, we don't like to see lines on our this, and that's the best way to get a seamless and well blended makeup. So we just blend it out so we don't see any lines. And guys, this is very simple, this is very beginner friendly. You know, it's not complicated at all. It's very easy to do. You can get this done with this method. You can, with this technique or this method, you can get your brows done in about 3 to 4 minutes and you're good to go, guys. Now I'll take in that flat concealer brush I use, and whatever is left on the brush, I'm not picking up any more product. Whatever is left on the brush, I'll just use it to clean up the top of my brows. Normally I don't clean up the top of my brows that much, but whatever is left, I'll just use it to clean up the top of the brows. Use it to clean that up, just to give it that very neat look, you know. And I do this, I don't pick up, guys, the concealer you use there shouldn't be light. It should be the same shade as your skin. And very importantly, don't use so much of it. And I'll take that blending brush again. I'm not picking up any product, remember that, guys. And then I would blend out everything. We want everything to look seamless. Bear in mind I already have foundation on. So that's about it, guys. That is it. This is what the brows look like before, and this is it after. Very beautiful. I really love the way it looks. Now I'm going to use my brow set. This is from MAC. It's called the Boy Girl, because I like my brows, you can leave your brows at this, like this, at this point, but I like my brows to look extra light. So I'll take that brow set and then I'll use that to just set my brows as well. This changes the color of the brows a little bit, makes it to look really light. Like, I like my brows to look very, very light. I don't like it to look dark. So I'm just using this mostly at the beginning part. So I'll put that in, then I'll take a brow brush, a clean brow brush, and just spread out the color evenly. I'll use that to brush it so it's not too, so that color I put from the MAC brow set, it's not too much. And then I'm also brushing the hair. I'm also brushing the hairs upwards. This is how I want the, you know, so that they are upwards and they are looking really well put together, actually. I really love the way these brows look. Considering that I've not groomed my brows in a while, I'm trying to I want them to be fuller, so I'm trying not to touch them for now. I've not touched my brows in, like, I've not shapen them in about 2-3 months. Yeah, I know my brows are shapeless, but I've not touched them in about 2-3 months. And that's it, guys. That's about it. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, if you found it helpful, and also leave a comment in the comment section to let me know what you would like next. Thank you.